Don't you break it. This'll be on you if you do. Hello, it's me, Sunfire SG, and welcome back to the Obsidian Order. Now, the plan for today is something I've put off for a long time. We desperately need... We're getting witches in here, that's not great. We desperately need to do something about this mob farm, because it's pretty productive. Last episode I completely emptied this, and I've emptied it again since then at the end of the episode, and look, we've been back not particularly long, and we have a whole bunch of stuff that we need sorted. So I think what we need to do today is probably focus on a sorting system of sorts. I'm not sure what we can do about the witches. I guess they'll just despawn, because honestly I don't really need anything from them. I mean, redstone maybe, glowstone dust, it's not, you know, big things that we need from them. We've got plenty of gunpowder from the creepers. So maybe we just work on a storage system today. I've cleared out a bit of space here with the beacon. We put it on a haste beacon and we cleared out a bunch of space around here, but now it's time to actually get to the meat and bones of making this a usable system. I mean, look how many creepers. It's just like all creepers. None of these floors up there are meant for just creepers, but it seems to be that is what's falling the most. But right, let's get to it, I guess. It appears we've been visited by some mischievous little imp. Subscribe to Vid in the shopping district. Now, I've heard a little bit about this. Vid has created he's trying to push his version of the economy on everybody, which is lots of sharing and not much profit. Now, he inadvertently, I've had a little think about this, he's inadvertently given me a way to completely monopolise my hold over the entire server. So, the deal is, you provide a farm for free use to other people on the server, and Vid gives you one book per month that he thinks you will need, or one that you can request of him. Now, one book a month, I don't really feel that's going to affect my sales very much, to be honest. But we can utilise that to get more books for ourselves to sell and make everyone else's shops obsolete by providing farms for those particular items for free to the community. So we get lots of books from Vid and everybody else goes out of business. Vid, you've not thought this through. You are basically trying to put in place checks and balances that aren't very good at providing checks and balances. Now, I will hold off on this. I will hold off on this for now, because I don't think it will affect my business too much. But if I find that it does, then I will be taking note and sort of passing on this information to everybody else on the server, that I will be providing farms for everybody to use for free. And basically it's going to make everybody's shops redundant, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do that, Vid. Don't make us do that. We have an economy. Don't you break it. This will be on you if you do. But yeah, for now, we'll leave it at that. We'll go check out the shop, though. It is a nice idea. I like the idea of sharing some resources, but obviously with books being the main one for me, this feels like it's directly aimed at me, and we may have to fight back a little bit against that. We'll see. We'll see. We've started moving things around and adding bits and bats, but as we started to bring this hopper chain out, we've stumbled upon a dungeon, which I think we've already found by the looks of it. There's nothing in here of any particular use. It is a skeleton spawner. I don't know what we do with this, because we don't need it, you know? Like, we've got skeleton spawners already, we've got every spawner, we've got this farm above here. I feel like it's more trouble than it's worth, so we might do the heinous sin of just breaking it like that. I don't think we need it. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed about that choice, but it was worth checking out, just to see what was down there. Okay, I think we're at a point where we can actually start doing something now. So these have all got items coming into it. we've got a little clock here, so when there is an item inside this dropper, it will have a signal which will push an observer, which will create this little clock, which will tick until that's empty, turning that off and pulling the piston back, closing the clock. That should theoretically work, I think. All we need to do then, I guess, is this. And we'll keep an eye on that and make sure that closes off and does actually finish. The storage system itself is in. We've got that in. We've got an overflow compartment here, which will lead to dispensers, which will just dispense the item. Now these top chests are empty. These are for items that we convert into like a block form, so bone blocks, for example, or TNT, you know, gunpowder related stuff, string related stuff, yada yada yada. But in theory, these should now, fingers crossed, have nothing in them. And all the items from the farms should be heading up into the system. I don't know how I check that. Or if it's working, I don't know if it is. Oh, it's stopped off, so that's good. That means it's emptied. So then if we go here, I guess, and we'll get another block there. They've all gone into, ooh, geez. They've all gone into there. So they should now be feeding into the line of hoppers going across here and being taken out and dumped into stuff. And we shouldn't be getting anything anywhere else. That is that is the hope. Whether we have achieved that, I don't know. That does look promising because we didn't have cobblestone in that before. Alright, I think we've got a working system. We've got a working system, it all looks good. Everything seems to be going fine. One way to check now, I guess, would be to take 16 out of that. And that should get to 32 or more once we do this. Promising. That's promising. Okay, well that is looking like we have got a working system. I am happy with that. Now we've got the mammoth task of getting all this sorted into a beautiful looking area, which I don't know if I'll have time to do. We might jump onto another farm and get that out of the way, and we'll work on the decoration on a stream or something like that. So the other farm that I wanted to do last week was the Too High Flower Farm. We didn't get around to it, so we're kind of mashing them all together so it fits into this space. And we'll get 2 that appear in this one, 2 that appear in that one. And I think we might be able to save a bit of space by putting hopper minecarts that sort of like right in the center. I think that will work. We'll give it a go anyway. And we'll put some pistons to push the blocks in so it pushes over the hopper. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully it works. We might need 4. Maybe we try it. It's not going to hurt to have 4, and at least then it kind of keeps them all in the same space because they're going to bump off each other and still drop into the same chest. So I think that might be the way to go actually. I'll do a bit of tinkering, see if that works out as planned. And I think this is another farm fixed up, sorted. We're just going to fill it up with bone meal now. So this is what I'm meaning, Vid. If you're going to tell me that I've got to make my farms free and available to everybody on the server, you have to know that it's really going to start outperforming a lot of stuff and making life very difficult for people who actually have businesses. So what we're going to do here is we're going to start filling this up. We want 1, 2, 3, 4.5 stacks, and that should give us some more there. Another 4.5 in here. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And we should be able to get a bit more bone meal here. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. And lastly that there. 1, 2, 3, 4.5. Again, we're using the little observer clock because honestly it is so efficient when all you want is just performance. Like, I don't want a particular one in, I don't want a particular flower. I'm using it for dye or decoration, so I just need all of it. Just do this. And that will just produce until the dispensers are empty. So it's going to be pretty efficient. I'm quite happy with how that has turned out. Obviously, decoration is still something that we really need to take care of. We've got another farm that needs to go in here yet. So there's still a lot to do in this area. I don't think we're going to have time to really touch on anything else this episode. So I hope you've enjoyed the episode and having a look at the farms and the redstone. As for decorations, keep an eye out on the channel. It'll either be a video or a stream, and we'll get back to that sort of soon. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.